No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. Socrates. I completely agree with Socrates here, although this might upset the easy-to-see people. I think it's good to have a strong, well-developed physique and a relatively low body fat percentage. I say relative because this percentage differs for men and women. There are certain situations where high body fat is required. Certain sports like sumo and prop and rugby union require it, but post-retirement it's better that they lose it. I believe there are some medical conditions that cause a person to hold a high body fat, although I think that the majority of people who blame their weight on a condition are fooling themselves. There are also disabilities that might make it harder, but the point isn't for everyone to be an Olympian, it's for them to be the best that they are capable of. There are so many examples of disabled people who have made themselves more able, the Paralympics being one such case. And unless you are Stephen Hawking level disabled, there is progress you can make. Caveats given, for the majority of the population there really isn't an excuse to allow your body to fall to ruin, and the incentives to acquiring strength and fitness become immediately apparent to those who have it. Firstly, the physical benefits are obvious. It is a joy to be able to throw your child in the air or swing them around. It's virtuous to have the strength to carry your partner out of danger should it be required. And this is not a gender-specific virtue, although this is a harder goal for a woman to achieve. It's good to have the stamina to escape danger, or the endurance to fight off an attacker threatening your family. This verges on the topic of practicing a martial art, which is a topic for another video, but in short it's also useful. The mental aspect is often overlooked. I work out fairly regularly, and I can tell you that when I haven't exercised for a few days, the change in mood is obvious. I feel much lower. Getting a gym session in, or a long run in the sun, gives you mental clarity. I'm no doctor, so I won't presume to make sweeping statements, but I'd be shocked if at least some of the mental health crisis going on wouldn't be alleviated by regular exercise. It also feels good to look in the mirror and feel proud at how the work you have put in has made you look. Now this can obviously spiral into vanity, or sometimes body dysmorphia, but at the base level, making positive changes to your body will make you feel better. Thirdly, and this one will mainly appeal to the men I imagine, if your country is invaded, or you're a victim of a terrorist attack, or there's a tsunami, or a nuclear war, or a zombie apocalypse, or an alien invasion, don't you want to be as strong and as capable as possible to deal with it, to protect yourself and those you care for? Some things to note if this video has at all convinced you to get jacked and tan. You are never going to like Arnold. He had generational genetics and a boatload of steroids. Most of the fitness influencers you see are also on steroids. Most jacked movie stars also are on steroids. They don't admit to this for myriad reasons. Advertisers and sponsors won't support them anymore as they are illegal, they don't want to encourage kids to do them, and to look at it cynically because they want people to think they're special. This is George Hackenschmidt, who was around before steroids, so you can be certain that his physique is natural. This is the sort of physique one with good genetics can achieve naturally. You do not need to do steroids to make progress. They will destroy your endocrine system. Don't even think of looking at them unless you want to win the Tour de France. And if you do decide to ignore everything I've just said, I beg you do not touch tren. To put on muscle, you need to consistently weight train. What you do is largely irrelevant as a beginner. You will likely put on muscle regardless. But to maximize this, you want to be doing, for upper, a horizontal push and pull, and a vertical push and pull, and for legs, a push and pull movement. Examples in order are bench press or dips, rows, shoulder press, pull-up or chins, squats, and deadlifts or RDLs. You will also benefit from accessory work to individual muscle groups you want to build, like calf raises, bicep curls, and tricep pushdowns. There are arguments that beginners don't require accessory movements, so maybe read up on this yourself. You need to eat in a calorie surplus to put muscle on. If you are starting off obese, you might be able to still gain muscle in a deficit, but this is largely true. Abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. Although trite, this is also largely true. I'm not an exercise physiologist, so don't take my words as gospel. These insights have been gained through me training for close to 9 years now, under some pretty high-level coaches at times, so I'm pretty confident in what I'm saying, but I don't have a certificate to lean on. I recommend Dr. Mike Israetel if you want a trusted source. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, check out some more of my content, and subscribe.